Oh, now I got my chats right there. Look at us go.
Okay, now I got it. I don't know if I'll be able to tell you what's going on though, because this maybe that's the old one then. Oh, I got the notification, so I must have enough signal.
Alright. Oh. Flip that around. There we go. Hey Jeff, thanks for letting me know that my chat was off. And now it's obviously clear as day that my chat was off, because I'm sitting here and I was just like, oh, and then all of a sudden my chat pops up on the left side when I just did that, and I was like, oh, well, that makes sense now. I should probably go slower so it's not crazy. Hi, dear.
Hi.
As you're sitting right next to me. I just wanted to be involved. Shayla said that they're two-tracking.
In the truck?
Yeah.
Gus, though?
Yeah. I'm gonna respond back to her real fast. Oh, I'm gonna stop rolling. Good danger.
Can't talk like that with your phone turned sideways.
Tell her if they get stuck, let me know.
Jeff says silly technology always causing an issue.
Really?
What?
Oh, it didn't come up on mine.
Probably because
I could have had the screen up already. I don't know.
the snow is falling off of the trees today.
Yeah.
At the house, and
Well, we'll go nice and slow so it's not shaky as I'll get out, and gives you guys, what was that, car sickness or whatever. Well, at least give Jeff car sickness. He's the only one watching. And yes, that is a Twisted Tea. I'm gonna tell you right now, if there's any cougars out here that need an ass kicking, I got Twisted Tea to do it. We're not monetized anyways. What's it matter?
We might get it.
We ain't gonna get it tonight.
Wait, I thought, okay, so how did you go live if you don't have enough
Don't have enough what?
subscribers?
I do have enough subscribers on this channel, GFM Overland, but on our other channel, Over the Counter Outdoors, I do not have enough to go live. Ooh, there's animals moving like crazy. Look at all of them tracks.
Yes, but we said that there was only 99.
But no, you only need, I think it's like 50
Oh, okay.
to go live. I don't remember the last time I checked. I can look on the other channel, but I'm not looking now.
Okay, well, that video that I posted on TikTok last night on mine,
Yeah.
I got over 100, almost 200 views on that.
Whoa, dang, how many likes?
2. Oh, I liked my own video. I guess it doesn't.
Yeah, we're rolling in the dough then.
Yeah, but 163 likes, and my other videos have 1.
So, Jeff, I heard that you... I heard you.
I was talking.
Okay, go ahead.
Interrupted me. No, I'm done.
Fine. Jeff, how do you like this snow up here? I seen one of my English is hard. One of my buddies that lives in Kentucky, I don't know what part, but they got a bunch of snow, I guess. Do you guys get any snow? I think you said that you're supposed to get a few inches of snow.
See what he says. Hasn't said anything yet. He did say it looks like a fun trail, though.
It's okay. It's more of a 2-track.
He said we got 2 to 3 inches. And why isn't your chat up?
I don't know.
Put it up. Maybe because her bubble's up there?
Could be. Well, his and her bubbles up there. Oh, live chat. Hey, there it is. I had it on top chats, I believe. I don't know how Jeff's not a top chat since he's the only one watching.
But it's all nice ice now and raining tonight, so we'll be gone by tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of sprinkle going on tonight, which kind of sucks because I was hoping just for more snow. It's supposed to snow on Monday, I think like all day. So hopefully it dumps another like at least 6 more inches on us. I'd be happy with 6 more inches of snow, but I think I'd be a lot more happier if it was like 12 inches of snow. Or like 2 feet. Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd be sad because I'd be like, oh, I gotta go to Grand Rapids. I can't play. But yeah, Jeff, this is literally 5 minutes from the farm. So this is not far at all.
He said rain here all weekend.
Man, I don't have live chat on for some reason. I do have it on. I don't understand why it's not showing me it, but...
My feet are cold though.
Well, at least you got the chat, so I can see what people are saying. Just read it to me. Rain here all weekend. That sucks, man.
He said, haven't seen snow like that in ages. Yeah, not in
Right?
Indiana or Kentucky, I would guess.
Yeah. Well, honestly, up here, this is actually a good snow, finally. The past few years have been trash. Last year was like almost non-existent except for maybe a couple weeks, and that was it. But like when I was a kid, we were talking about this earlier, my mom, Brooke, and I, and we were talking about when my sister and I were kids, we would have the snow plow, the road commission, go up the hill because our farm's on a hill, and we'd stand out in the front yard and you couldn't even see the road, and you could just see the tops of the road commission come through. And the road commission that we have up here is legitimate dump trucks, and you could just barely see the tops of their cabs where the lights are, and they would go by, and they have plows that are on the front that have it's like a 3.5-4 foot tall section on one side, and then like I don't know, like an 8 to 10 foot section on the other side, and it's curved, so as they go up the hill and they're plowing, it throws it like way up over top of an embankment. And that's what they would do, and we would have like, 8 foot, 10 foot embankments on either side of the highway that we have our farm on. But man, it's nowhere near like that anymore, that's for sure. This is like a dusting from what it was back then, but the way it's been for the past few years, this is about as good as we got.
It always...
We got a lot of snowmobiles out today too, so that's nice. I'm sure everyone's happy about getting their sleds out and actually being able to ride them here, because usually you see people, it's getting towards the end of the year, they get the last snow of the year and it's like a ½ inch of snow, and they're like, screw it, they take their sleds out for the first time because there hasn't been any snow.
He said, similar to what we had in New York. Year before I moved, we had over a foot. Last big snow I have seen in like 5 to 6 years.
Oh, for sure. I know I got buddies that live in New York, like upstate New York, and they get hit with a bunch of snow because it's all lake effect snow coming across the lakes, and it just builds and builds and builds, and then it just dumps everything once it gets to New York. But
He said never been on a snowmobile. Me neither, Jeff. Me neither.
they're a blast. They're definitely, like, you can get a 500. If you've never been on a snowmobile before, you get on a little 500. I say a little 500 because I'm used to like thousands and stuff, but if you get on a little 500, you'll be surprised how fast that thing moves you across the snow. And if it's your first couple times on a sled, you can definitely have some pucker moments not realizing how fast they really are.
Upstate is crazy. I grew up on Long Island.
Yeah, I know that. Man, I wish you were up here wheeling with us. We ain't got no one to wheel with us. The people that, before I went live, they actually just came out of the trail, and they actually messaged me on Facebook, and they asked if I was just on the road leading right outside the trail. I said, yeah, and they go, oh, I knew it. Like, what are you guys doing? They said they were 2-tracking, same as us, and I just let them know, if you get stuck, let me know. I'll come winch you out. I ain't gonna pull you out, but I'll winch you out. I ain't bended my rear bumper again from pulling somebody out.
Yeah.
That sucked, because then I had to fix my bumper. Even though he did offer, hey, I'm a welder, I can fix, if you ever need anything, let me know. Well, at the end of the day, I don't trust anyone to work on my stuff. Not like the dealership's getting this because they're doing warranty work on the heater core and heater box and stuff, and all the actuators for the heater box and the blend door and stuff, but that's factory work that I clearly don't want to do because I don't want to take my dash out.
He said that would be fun. I haven't been wheeling since August. Not
How you feeling though? I seen you. I remember us talking about the issues that you were having. You feeling any better? They figure anything out or what?
Those freaking shadows were animals
They are. They're shadow animals.
back there.
They're vicious. It's just weird though. They disappear when the light goes away. Awkward. They're sneaky. It's like Sasquatch.
He says, and I need surgery. The rest I'm sorting out and getting better. Awesome.
Well, as long as you're getting better, man. Gotta get you better and get you out there. I wish you were coming out to KOH with us. I was talking to Wrangle her, and she says that she's actually flying out to KOH instead of driving, so we'll meet her out there. But she'll be here. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. She's gonna be here on Friday to get some help putting some parts on her Jeep, and she's coming from across the state to over here because she has like bumpers and inner fenders and I think some electrical stuff or something that she got all for Christmas and stuff to put on her Jeep. So she's gonna come up to my buddy's shop and we're gonna try to get all them parts thrown on for her before she heads out to KOH. Even though she's not taking her Jeep, but obviously everyone likes putting brand new parts on their Jeep.
He said, wish I was also just way too far for me.
Yeah. Well, I'll be sure to tell those crazy guys that you say hello when we're out there. Definitely want to be able to shake the hand of the guy that created a company that literally is out there to help everybody in the off-road community. That's kind of my main goal for KOH, is just to be able to shake Tony's hand and say what's up and put a face to their Facebook lives. Are you the second person watching, I'm guessing?
Yeah. I'd say so. This is 0 on mine. Says, thanks. I am planning to go to Jeep Beach. It's close to my parents.
Yep, we're going. We'll be there. We will be there. For sure. I think what I'll end up doing is we'll have to take a grill out there and we'll bring some pigs and make some pigs or something.
Oh, sorry, tree.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna come out here and trim all these trees. I'm too big in the Jeep now. On 37s, I'd barely hit anything, but 40s, I hit everything.
Mine lags just like yesterday, you know?
Yeah. Even though,
Just nice couple seconds.
yeah. Even though on 40s, it's really not that much taller. It's only 2 inches taller than what I had it before, because we sunk the suspension down as much as we possibly could to keep the center of gravity low as possible. So even on 40s, it's just 2 inches higher, which you gain 2 inches just by your axles going from factory axles to 1 tons. I think gain more than that. I think it's like 2.5, 3 inches or something. But yeah, we sunk in the suspension as much as we could. So that way, the way it's set up right now, we only have 5.5 inches of up travel, and the rest is down travel, and we have 14-inch struts. So which honestly, it looks like the screen's vibrating, but that's just because the Jeep and a certain RPM, it'll just vibrate because you're hooked to my windshield on my cell phone mount. But driving through, it's actually really smooth.
Okay, he says, just trying to sort out dates and sleeping arrangement. Parents are 1.5 hours away, so not close enough to stay with them. Otherwise, long trek each day. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be even further than that. We're going to be in Duet, but I don't really know where we're even going to stay when we go to Jeep Beach. But it'll be somewhere. And who knows, we might just go for a day and come back. And I have Brooke staring at me like, he's stupid.
I've been wanting to go to this since forever.
Yeah.
Is it at Daytona Beach again?
Yeah, it's always at Daytona Beach.
We're not just going for a day. Sorry,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, because it's Brooke's favorite side of Florida.
Yeah.
And we have missed Florida a lot. A lot. I miss Florida because of all the fishing, and now having access to my friend's property to take pigs out and stuff. It's definitely even better than what it was before. The only reason we left is, well, one, my grandmother passed away and we came up to help the family and stuff, but one of the main reasons is it was because everything was just so expensive. It didn't matter what you wanted to do. It was just so expensive. Like, no matter what it was, like to go mini golfing, it was like $17, $21 a person or something. It was crazy. But we ended up finding a bunch of stuff that we could do. Because obviously we have a very large family, so it's not just, 2 people going. In the summertime we had my oldest daughter down there, so it was 6 people going wherever we went. So we ended up getting like the year membership to the Tampa Bay Aquarium and stuff, where you can go in like early and feed sharks and all that stuff. And there's a branch that's broken off right there.
Okay, he has 2 comments.
What's up?
Oh, actually 3. Yeah. He said, yeah, have to talk with Tony about it after KO8. And then he says, it's my second home, haha. Grandparents were in Tarpon Springs, so I spent every summer down there in my childhood.
Tarpon Springs is gorgeous.
And then he said tourist prices, LOL.
Yeah, for sure. And they never change because it's tourist season all year down there. Because obviously it's always nice, which I loved working down there. It was so nice in the wintertime. You'd wake up, you'd go to work at 4:30 in the morning, and it would be 45, 50 degrees, and everyone's freezing their schnuts off, and I walk in with shorts on like, oh, this is beautiful weather. And then it would get to about 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, and it would be 75 degrees, which was better than the 100 degrees that we normally had.
You should probably take your steel-toed shoes out there. Florida.
Hmm?
We should probably take your steel-toed shoes out to Florida.
Why?
Okay, you should find a dream job or something other than YouTube.
A dream job? What am I going to be doing? That's a dream job.
Well, your lineman stuff. Justine always talks about it. So.
Yeah, but she's an electrician. She's not a lineman.
True.
If I could get a job as a lineman, I'd go to Alaska in a heartbeat for that. It doesn't have to be in Alaska, but if a lineman position person is watching by chance, hey,
Okay, he said.
hit your boy up.
Yep.
I'll dangle from some power lines.
Was just down there.
More like helicopter, but yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Just down there.
It says, yep, it was just down there. We went to mini golf and paid a fortune, but my
yeah.
brother's kids had a blast.
Yeah, that's all
Beach
that
was
matters.
also nice, for sure. Yeah, we're excited to take Carl back to the beach.
Yeah. Carl, our youngest, he'll be 3 in March. He's a Florida baby. He was born in Florida. It was literally what, like 3 days after we had him at oh man, I cannot remember the name of my favorite store. Oh my gosh.
Oh yes, yeah, he was at the fish store. But
Yeah, Marine Warehouse.
Yeah,
It's a big fish store, it's an aquarium store. They had all kinds of tropical fish, saltwater fish and everything. But it was like 3 days after we had him, we took him in there because we knew everyone in there from going there constantly and selling fish to them. But it was like a week after we had him at the beach in the ocean.
not me, obviously, but
No.
him. Yeah, he
Yeah.
puts toes in.
Yeah, because Brooke is scared of the water.
Well, you
She's
can't-
scared of fresh water. She thinks something's gonna friggin' eat her. Like, what is gonna eat you? A birch?
I don't know, something's gonna teach me, and I don't want it. But you can't go into the water before your 6 weeks is up after having a baby.
How you gonna take a bath?
No, you don't take baths.
You don't take
showers.
baths? I didn't even notice. What?
You can't take baths when you're healing from having a baby. You
Why?
have to take a shower because you have a wound the size of a dinner plate.
But you don't.
What?
What?
We should stop talking about this.
Okay. We're gonna stop talking about childbirth. I wish Iowa Trapper was watching. We talk about anus oil from last night. That was a funny live. That was a good
Oh
one.
wait, Iowa Trapper is in here.
Oh, he is?
Oh my God. He says,
Hey, buddy.
he says, hell yeah, buddy. And then he said, I hit a tree, lol. Jeff says, my brother does right of way and all for power lines in Minnesota for
That's
the
funny.
large electric company there. And then he says,
some good stuff.
Iowa Trapper says, I'm here. Crap, sorry, I wasn't.
Yeah, she
Looking at
wasn't
the
paying
chat.
attention to the chat. And for some reason, it's not coming up on my phone as we're driving, which is the phone that you guys are watching on.
That's fine.
But yeah, Iowa Trapper, this is where I used to trap, all through here. This is all public land. These are the trails. This is actually going back to where I have my tree stand and my ground blinds. But off to the left of us right now, there's a big ravine, and there's a bunch of bobcat tracks on the tops on both sides, and then there's coon tracks that lead back and forth. Like, there's a tree that's literally over that way that we're just passing right now. There's a bunch of raccoons that live in there, and I don't know if you can see the trails that come across the 2-track that we're on, but it's...
He said his wife's there also.
Hey Jennifer, how are you?
Oh my gosh.
There's a snowmobile that came down here. Seen tracks. But yeah, we're actually heading out to where I seen a bunch of bobcat tracks last year, and it's because the DNR, they come out when they have deer that are like hit on the highway, and the DNR pick them up. they'll bring the deer out here and they'll put them like off in a swamp area, so that way animals can feed off them, so they don't just go to waste and stuff.
Circle of Life.
Circle of Life.
We called about it.
Yeah, because I didn't know at the time, so I called my buddy, which is he's Forest Service. He was like head of the area for years and years. He just retired just this last December after, I don't know, like 25, 30 years or something. And he was telling me, yeah, the DNR bring out deer that they find hit on the road, and they place them on public land so the animals can take care of them, basically, so they don't just go to waste, so that they actually utilize the deer carcasses and stuff. So that's pretty cool, because you obviously don't want to just be sitting along the highway.
Okay, wife can't comment, but we are doing well. Rough night last night with an early morning, but it was worth it.
Yeah, I seen your photos from the trapping convention. Looks like there was a lot of fur there, that's for sure. Obviously, I'm sure everyone would have liked to see a lot better. What are these out here? A lot better prices, but squirrel.
Watch your head, you're gonna get hit in the head.
Well, it looks like something's running right there. Those tracks that I'm going by right now, can't make out if they're... No, it's got to be canine, because bobcats, they would usually land on top of each other.
Oh, Internet
From my
Veteran's on here, and he says, nice, bro.
Hey, Internet Veteran.
Oh, Iowa Trapper, I'm
We
behind.
just hit a tree
I'm behind.
on the
hold
roof.
Iowa Trapper said they said about half of last year.
Wow. It's probably because everyone knows the prices are so bad, because all the stuff going on with China. You got a bunch of deer tracks coming across the 2-track now, but probably because everyone knows that China's not taking anything right now, or taking very little. And I remember him saying that Russia's basically closed to taking in fur. What are you drinking tonight, Internet Veteran? Oh, that didn't fall. That's sitting on the roll cage back there somewhere. Or maybe it did fall. I don't know.
He said Bush beer and camo can.
Heck yeah. I'm drinking some of that twisted tea, just waiting on a mountain lion to pop its face out. Smash a can on his face. That is like a dream hunt of mine. If any of you guys have ever been mountain lion hunting, I am absolutely envious, because that is a dream hunt of mine to do.
I'm gonna get this jacket off of him. He's sweating.
We got Mr. Carl with us, but he passed out even before we hit the trails.
Yeah, he's sweating.
Yeah, those are definitely canines. There's a rabbit on the right side. Tracks out there.
Oh gosh.
What?
Okay, hold on, let's see.
So this is right here. What?
He said, oh, Iowa Trapper. Hold on. Internet Veteran said, where would you go for the big cats?
Probably, I would love to go to Colorado or Utah. I know I have a buddy on Instagram. He just got done with his mountain lion hunt. He got a beautiful tom, and I think he was in Utah, and he told me to get a hold of him whenever I go, or decide that I want to go, and he'll hook me up with his friends that guide for mountain lions, and they run dogs. So that's probably where I would go. But right here in front of me, where you guys are looking, you can see the trail veers off to the right and then it veers off to the left. The one that goes to the right, it comes back onto the same one, but literally right where is in front of me where it veers off, my tree stand is about 35 yards. Well, it was before I had to take it down, but it's about 35 yards in front of me. And I had about a 300-pound black bear that would come in every single night when I was sitting in my tree. So I couldn't leave my tree until he worked his way through. And he would take his sweet dear time coming through, and I won't be able to get out of my tree until about 7:45, even though last light was like 7. So I'd have to sit there and wait until he moseyed on through and was far enough along the way that I could scurry down from my tree and walk back to the Jeep.
Iowa Trapper says, I'd love to catch one, but it would scare the shit out of me to see it. I'll need something bigger than a pellet gun. Oh well.
There was a trapping page that I'm on, and they just, I can't remember if it was your page, Iowa Trapper, or if it was Trapper Jay's, or it could have been Michigan Trapper's page. I don't remember, but they had a mountain lion in a trap they had like a game camera that was there, and they took the picture off the game camera and was like, you don't see that every day. I know Trapper Jay talks about catching a mountain lion and calling his DNR to come release it because he's not gonna. Which I've seen Dunlap, his videos, or she traps Dunlaps or whatever it is on YouTube. They caught a black bear, I think, a couple years ago in one of their traps that he had to let go. And man, I can tell you what, when he got near that, and it was a young bear too, but still, they can do all kinds of damage. When he got close to that thing, whew, it was not happy. Yeah, this is what I had to walk to for my, slow down a little bit so it's not all shaky. This is what I had to walk through for my tree stand. And we have all kinds of cool, bears and mountain lions and pterodactyls.
I just like to see something like just sitting like on the edge of the trail, like, oh, hi.
I'd like to see a coyote on the edge of the trail because
I've never seen one before.
well, I wouldn't be worried about that, but I can take a coyote with what I have in here right now. So I would love to see a coyote sitting on the edge of the trail. Bobcat, unfortunately, we're only allowed 2, and we gotta have special permits for them, so that's unfortunate. But right now, we got a lot of people doing nighttime coyote hunting, that's for sure. Haven't seen any raccoons walking through, which I spoke to you earlier, Iowa Trapper, about it.
Iowa Trapper said, gotta roll, man. Take care, bud. Keep it up.
Thanks, buddy. You guys have a good night. I know you guys had a pretty rough night last night. Uh-oh. We got someone doing illegal stuff. Can't ride through there. It's closed off.
Looks like other people were going through there. The Ski-Doos or whatever.
Snowmobiles? Ski-Doo is a manufacturer, my dear.
Well, I couldn't think of the name.
About you, but I'm roasting over here.
Iowa Trapper said rough night and
early morning, yeah.
Tomorrow be even earlier night, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Internet veteran said, what are you driving?
Driving my Wrangler. I'll get out right here. I'll park and I'll show you what it is. Stop. I don't wanna lose my soda or my phone. Alrighty. It's my custom built 2013 Jeep Wrangler. Got 40-inch tires, custom TR beadlock wheels. Oh, you can see it pretty good. You want to hand me my flashlight? That'll work, yeah. Where is it?
I don't know.
Whee! It's in here somewhere. I know that.
I'm trying to get a drink.
No, I don't know where it is. It doesn't matter. It's right here? No, I lied. But yeah, it's a 2013 Jeep Wrangler. It's got 40s, custom TR beadlock wheels, Dana 60 out of a 2005 Ford F250 Super Duty front axle, and a GM Corporate 14-bolt 1-ton rear axle, 538 gears, ARB air lockers front and rear. We got the KC lights on, as you can see, the little pod lights right there. We're actually putting more lights on the front, on the front knuckle up here. We're gonna put them right here on top of there, so that way as I'm driving, when I turn the wheel, the lights will go where I point the wheel, which is going to be really helpful for going out west and getting into all that silt dust, but also the winters and stuff, they'll have lights down low. But then we're putting lights right here, scene lights, so it'll light up the sides of the Jeep for when we're parked and we're camping and stuff.
He said he loves it.
Oh, thanks. Gloves. But yeah, this is what we're... What?
Can you help me get a drink of this now?
What do you want? It's already open. But yeah, this is what we're taking around the country. This is our this is our as I die. This is our overlanding rig, and this is what we camp out of. This is what we haul our little trailer with, and all of our hunting gear and camping gear in it. This is what we're driving all the way out to. We're going to drive from where we are now, which is Manistee, Michigan area, and we're going to drive down to see Iowa Trapper and drop off some gifts for him, and then we're going to drive over to see Trapper Jay, drop off some gifts for him, and then we're going out to Johnson Valley, California for King of the Hammers race, and after that we are going to see the wife's niece, and a little, like 3 hours from King of the Hammers in California. They're also in California. And then after that, we're going to New Mexico to meet up with a friend of mine, because later in the year we're gonna set up a sheep camp there, and we're gonna go sheep hunting for Barbary sheep, which is also known as Aoudad. And then if I can get one fairly quick, within 2 to 3 weeks, the plan is to also go for Himalayan tar, which they believe that there's none there anymore, but he was telling me if you're gonna find them, this is the area that you're gonna have to look. And we're gonna go check it out and wander around for a few days, and then we're gonna head down to Florida, and we're gonna do some pig hunting down there. But all the hunting and stuff is on our other channel, which is Over the Counter Outdoors, because I don't want this channel to get dinged, because this is our main channel. What?
There's a tree. Oh, you already came through here. You
Yeah.
drive around it.
Yeah. This is actually like about 15 yards from where my tree is that I had my tree stand in. That tree came down. So it was definitely close to, definitely, if that thing would have came down when I was hunting, Especially those days I was out hunting and we had 30-mile-an-hour winds. And I'm sitting in my tree just swaying back and forth.
Excuse me, sorry.
This must have been where I got all the mud and stuff on my beadlock from the other night.
Yep. Oh my gosh. You said, Internet Veteran says, my buddy was putting Dana 60s in his rig and he pissed me off. I snuck into his shop and painted them pink.
That's funny. That's some good stuff. Yeah, we what were you gonna say? Savage. We were gonna do completely different colors, and we had the wheels powder coated, it was like a gunmetal metallic gray, and then the rings were blue, like a dark, like navy style, like royal blue, and then I was on the powder coat company's website that we were going to go with for everything else, like the suspension and the cage and the fenders and everything and the axles. And I found the colors that we ended up going with, which is the tan and the Tiffany blue color, and they were metallic. And then I found their clear coat that has a bunch of metal flake in it, which is Baby Rockstar Sparkle, which it explains all that in another video on the channel. It's labeled Jeep Build Series. I think it was video number 2. The thumbnail says Prismatic Powders, but we ended up switching everything. So of course I already mounted my 40-inch tires on my beadlock wheels, so we had to take off the tires from the wheels and take them apart and send the wheels off the powder coat as well, to get a brand new set of freshly built
new SMS from Wrangler. Press Uconnect phone button and say text message to read it.
So hey, Wrangle her, she's texting me right
New
now.
SMS
Welcome.
from Wrangler. Press Uconnect phone button and say text.
There we go. Welcome to YouTube, Wrangler.
Wrangler. Press
No.
Uconnect phone button and say text message.
I really thought it was going to be your mom.
No. I thought I was just about to say, message from Genrite Off-Road, which I just got on Instagram.
No new comments.
No.
Well, Jeff says, haha, epic to Internet Veterans thing.
Oh. Yeah, we,
Wait, are you
What?
competing in King of the Hammers to no Internet Veteran?
No, I'm not going to be in King of the Hammers. We're just going out to watch. A friend of mine, he will be competing in King of the Hammers, Tommy Dykstra. He has a Jeep that's just like mine, but he has a full Genrite, basically a full Genrite build, that they sent him all the parts to his place in Colorado, and he built the entire Jeep himself in his garage. And he'll be competing again in King of the Hammers, and we're hoping that we can make it out to his place in Colorado by the time he leaves for King of the Hammers, because he's leaving on the 24th. So if we can make it out there, then we'll cruise out to Johnson Valley with him. So, but if not, we'll obviously see him out there. And I already spoke to him a couple weeks ago, and we're definitely gonna be having a couple beers together and stuff, because I've been trying to get out there to meet up with him for a while. So it'll be nice to see him and everybody else for a change, and catch up with everybody. But mostly I'm so excited for our youngest Carl to see all the race cars for King of the Hammers, because he loves that stuff almost as much as I do. if not more, it seems like. And he's going to be so jacked to see them in person right in front of him, and it's going to be a good time. Yeah, I'll shut it off. But I definitely would love to compete in King of the Hammers one day. That'd be pretty cool, but I would definitely do it in like a 4400 series, which is what Tommy Dykstra's competing in, which is just the Wrangler and stuff. Because the guys that compete in like the 4800 series, which is one of the vehicles from Generate Off-Road, they're way out of my budget. Like they're talking like $30,000 for just a differential. That's pretty wild. Well, there's guys that obviously do it cheaper, but
Jeff says Tommy's Jeep is incredible.
it is.
Hashtag Jeep goals.
For sure. For sure. He's got that. He has a LS3 in his, and his is, I think, high 600, low 700 horsepower with an automatic trans and an Atlas transfer case. Yeah, his is, I love his Jeep. His is actually what I am going to end up making this one with, the aluminum dash and the aluminum center console. Unless the Jeep sells, then we're going to do something different. What are those tracks? I guess we're going to have to find out.
Let's go on an adventure.
Adventure time.
I'll be in the Jeep.
Here, we'll set my Kool-Aid down. Or was it so? Let's go see what these are. Those are some sussy. Holy cow. We didn't have much Milton either, so I'm not a small guy. Those are some dog prints for sure. This could be dog prints. Wish Iowa Trapper was in here. He could give me a little bit of insight. They're kind of melted a little bit, it looks like, though, but those are some pretty large prints for out here. I'm gonna get back in the Jeep before I get eaten by a pterodactyl. It's walking around out here, it looks like.
I hope it's clearer on our end than it is on my end.
That's not clear.
Look at it.
Oh, yeah, it looks really pixelated.
Yeah.
Is this video clear for you guys? I just looked on the wife's phone and it's
very pixelated, but
it's very pixelated. But yeah, she only has 2 bars because we're literally in the middle of a field. Out in the middle of the woods. Out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Man, he followed this track right down, huh?
What is it? Do you know?
Looks like a big dog track, but it's larger than the coyotes we have around here.
Where are we anyways? Like, do I know where I'm gonna be going to?
You don't know where we are anytime we come out here. We have literally traveled these trails every single night, all summer long, all spring, all summer, all fall, and she still has no idea where she is.
Internet veteran said clear enough. Awesome.
Hey, that works. I hope it's clearer than what you just showed me, because that was horrid.
The first time it was fine, but once you got closer to the print or whatever, it was pixelated. What's that out there?
That is a reflector.
Well, dang it. I was hoping for something good.
I know, pterodactyl would be cool to see out here. I've only seen one back in Nam. If I was alive in Nam, that'd be cool, but, you know, time travel.
It feels like I'm in the back seat, internet veteran. And Jeff says it's fine to me.
Alright. You know where we are yet? My deer blind was down over that way. Yeah, and this is where those jack wagons were, right over here.
The wannabe hunters.
Yes. So I ended up running, when I was setting up deer blinds for rifle hunting this year, I ended up coming into contact with a couple people that were from out of town that were hunting up here. I helped them set up like well, all 3 of their blinds, but the one that was just back there, I basically gave him like, hey, we're gonna be over here. I don't care if you're over here, because it's like 500 yards apart, and no, I think it was like 800, something like that. I ranged it, and I just don't remember. But then I helped them set up another one, and then I helped them set up their last one. And opening day, my buddy comes up from Southern Michigan, and we get out in the blind. We are 2 hours early. 2 hours before daylight. We get all set up. We get the heater turned on. We get all of our stuff set up. We got the table set up inside the deer blind. Rifles are ready to roll. Daylight comes. It's like maybe an hour into opening day. Opening day of rifle season in Michigan is a big thing for everyone, basically. Well, hour in, and we see them walking around aimlessly.
Yikes.
Tree. But we see them walking around aimlessly like we're sitting in our blind. And I'm filming for our other channel, Over the Counter Outdoors. And I couldn't basically post any of the footage because, one, we didn't see anything. Like, I could have posted it, but we didn't see anything because people were just walking around aimlessly.
Driving around.
And driving around. Like, what they did didn't compare to everything else that happened. It was pretty ridiculous for opening day. Normally, opening day, we'd hear 20 shots by 7:30 in the morning. We didn't hear 20 shots until noon, which is insane. It was very, very difficult deer hunting this year. On public land, at least, for some reason. At least for us. I have a buddy that shot a really nice buck on public land. Have a few other buddies that did really good for themselves as well. Like, I got a doe during archery, but still, even for rifle season, it was pretty ridiculous that we didn't see much of anything. But my buddy, he was not happy. He was cussing up a storm at people randomly walking through, and oh, it was horrible. And it was crazy. I sat dark to dark, 2 hours before sunrise, and about 30 minutes to an hour after sunset, and well, it would have been an hour after sunset because we can shoot 30 minutes after sunset, so it would have been an hour after sunset, and I didn't see nothing. And I did that straight for what, almost a week and a half before we had to go to Indiana.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anything the entire time. It was insane.
I like having chargers in here.
So where are you at now, Internet Veteran? Are you still down in Florida? I remember you were at Disney.
What?
When, yeah, he was at Disney when Trapper Jay was doing a live. That's why he couldn't stay on very long.
Oh, he's just, Internet Veteran just said, are you near Ted Nugent?
His property is in Southern Michigan. We're about 2.5 to 3 hours north of him. But more than likely, Uncle Ted, because he is Uncle Ted, he is probably down in Texas, would be my guess. At his ranch with all the cool animals. See, we got tracks on this right here too. Something's running along. Someone doesn't have enough ground clearance because they just scraped the center of this. Let's see a set of 1 tons fit through a spot for a smart car, because it's possible.
Definitely
yesterday we were moving trees out of the way with the wheels because we couldn't fit. They were all dead trees, so it didn't matter. Oh, someone's scraping the center there. I really appreciate you guys being on here. This is the first time we ever went live. I was talking to Iowa Trapper today, and I was just like, man, we went live on Instagram the other day, and we had literally 4 people that were watching, including the wife that was literally sitting right next to me the entire time. And I was like, it scares me.
Readers.
Yeah, she reads all the comments to me when we're doing lives like this, and that way I can respond because I'm trying not to hit trees.
Until I lose service, and then I don't know what we're gonna do.
No, we won't lose service. Oh, hold on, we'll stop right here. We'll hook you guys up before my phone dies on me because we're at 5% tile.
Yeah, that's what I just did. I'm at 46.
Well, look at you. It's over here on this side. Oh. Oh no.
Yeah.
Is your cord longer than mine?
Mhm.
Just barely. Here. Oh yeah. We're hooked up. We're hooked up at 4%.
Yeah, all his gear definitely keep him warm. He was sweating. The arm that he lays on.
Oh, his
sweating.
yeah. I love those bibs that we got him. We got some banging bibs for Carl the other day at Tractor Supply. They are insulated top to bottom, and they keep him warm as all get out. And he loves playing in the snow, so he definitely needed some good bibs, that's for sure.
I didn't think those gloves would like work either, but they definitely work good too.
Oh, with
Jeff?
gloves?
Yeah, Jeff says no problems, guys. Here to support the channel. Awesome.
Hey, I appreciate it, Jeff. We're trying to get monetized. We're trying to live our lives through YouTube and make this our living. When we I actually found, which Brooke already knew of the channel, and she tried to tell me about the channel, but she explains it in like the most boring way. I'm like, oh yeah, that's great, awesome. Well, I ended up finding the channel, and I didn't know it was the same channel, and I started watching. I was like, oh, it's really good. And then Carl started watching it with me, and to have a 2, almost 3-year-old sit next to you for literally hours watching episode after episode from like 5 o'clock in the morning until like 6, 7 o'clock before I decided to get up and start doing work on the laptop. It was pretty crazy, and I loved their video setup and how they did everything and how they explained their story, and it was just, I want to say it was elegant, but it just flowed.
Yeah.
It is elegant though, like the way it is, and I am going to try to do our videos that way for this trip because I love the way they did it. It just worked because they travel all over the place. The channel I'm talking about is the Bucket List Family, and we started ours us watching their channel when they went to Africa, and I just loved how they set up their videos. It was absolutely amazing. I loved the layout on how they had everything, and it just flowed so good where I was like, man, that would work so much better than the way I do it, where I wake up in the morning, I know what we're doing. We got light up there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm guessing somebody's stuck
Yeah.
or camping. That's at the end of the trail.
Oh my god.
They could be camping, or they're stuck. I guess we'll find out. I think they're camping because it
Anyway.
looks like a tarp up there.
Yeah. Jeff says keep at it. It takes time, but it is possible.
Oh, it definitely takes time, that's for sure. And we're gonna keep going, without a doubt. Oh yeah, it's the campsite.
Oh, that was trash that one time?
Yeah, that was completely trashed out.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, dude?
You waved at us?
I waved back, but you can't see me because we have blacked out windows. Sorry about it.
Make sure that you didn't like need help or anything.
Looks like he's living the dream.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can make it up this hill. In the snow. What?
You want me to hold your drink?
No, it's in my hand.
Okay.
We're good.
Oh, we're going this way. Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I'm not going that way.
Yeah, that was really bad. I can't see.
Well, that was very uneventful. Fresh powder. For a second, so I can turn this way. Well, that was uneventful, guys.
They can see up until you get to that really high point at the top.
But we're gonna head on down this way.
Maybe
I know the trail down this way is blocked off by Forest Service, so we'll have to turn around, but hey, it's fun still going this way.
a lot of good camping spots.
Lots of good camping spots. Like some killer camping spots. Looks like these people didn't know where the heck they were going. But I know where to go. All fresh powder. No one's been this way. I'm excited.
I don't know if you guys can see the tracks or not.
There's a bunch of tracks all over the place. A bunch of snow that fell off the trees as well. One's up here, no. You'll be fine. Unless we roll over.
Shut up.
We got the cage, we'll be
I'm
fine.
losing service, so
Huh?
told ya.
You're fine. I'll turn around. Well, actually, I'll get signal in a sec. I've got to get on top of this ridge and I'll trail.
If we lose you, I'll come back when we get back on. Oh my gosh.
You're fine. See, Jeff? She freaks out
Yeah.
over nothing.
I'm not in a seatbelt.
You're living in the danger zone. You know, like Kenny Loggins, Danger Zone, Top Gun, you know?
No.
No? This is awesome. Fresh powder. Just to let you guys know, like, this is like 12 inches of snow.
I have like 3 bars now. We should be good.
Should be good, hopefully.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, calm down.
I'm glad we've been on this trail a million freaking times.
This is one of the ones that we always went on. We would actually go down this trail constantly to the point where we came down it one day, everything was fine, came down the next day, and Forest Service closed off the end of the trail, which is where we're going right now. Really not sure why they closed it off, but
Jeff says can hear fine because I asked if they could hear us, and then he
Oh.
said can hear fine. It was spotty for a tiny bit, but fine now. Awesome. Yeah, it was just you know, be so sweet to see a freaking owl fly down again.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in the summer and fall, we would see owls out here all the time, and they would fly down right in front of the Jeep, like constantly. It was just nice to see them. And then you'd stop and park somewhere, and you'd hear them just hooting away. good in the snow. I definitely was not impressed with the tires that I'm running on the highway. Pulling the trailer. But that's like with everything. Like you hit ice, you're not gonna have traction. Doesn't matter what tires you got. But
You handled it really well, though. I was scared. Like, I was scared a little bit, but not like my life is in danger kind of scared.
well, I never told you when we started slipping around.
I could totally feel it, though.
Yeah, but you never really mentioned anything.
No, just that
Until
much.
I was like, yeah, we're just gonna take side roads the rest of the way.
I kept my cool. Well, I didn't want to freak anybody else out, but nobody.
They
else-
didn't know. The boys were on their tablets. They had no idea what
Yeah.
was going on.
Yeah, oblivious. Okay, I don't like this.
Why?
Because we're all slanted.
You're fine. I've lived a good life. We'll be fine.
Absolutely not. I'm not even 30 yet. I've not lived a good life yet. I need more years here.
Oh, you just need to live till you're 30 and you're good?
No,
Next month it is.
no, that doesn't even get us to 40.
That's right. She's turning 30 next month, February 7th. We're going to get her a walker. And then I'm going to borrow it because my back hurts all the time.
Jeff said something. Hold on. That's awesome. Something problem here. It says he, but
What?
he said that's awesome. He problem here. We get snow, but it turns to ice almost immediately. Was sliding all over last night driving.
Oh, yeah.
I would never drive in snow. It's not my thing. It's weird.
It was just snow.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
Oh, can't get up there. It's because we're at a turn. I have to roll down your window, babe, so I can see. I just don't want to hit a tree.
Okay. Well, you should just turn around now.
I am. Because right up there, the trail is closed. So,
Okay, also, sounds like a plan. Oh, there's a tree. Oh my god.
babe, this is why she's not going to be in the Jeep with me when we go
There's a
west.
blind spot. There's no. I bet you would have ran into it if I didn't say that there was a tree right there.
Okay.
There's no way that you saw that.
Screw it. I'm just going to drive with my eyes closed. You guys ready for this?
No, I'm not.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Okay, hold on.
Want to get demonetized? Well, I can't even say demonetized because I'm not even monetized.
Whatever, Jeff. He said 30 is young. I'll be 50 in a few years. LOL. Yeah, I'm old. Enjoy it while you can. It goes by fast. Really?
It does.
I really didn't know. I wasn't saying that.
Oh.
I don't think that you're really 50, almost 50 in a few years. I need proof or something because that doesn't seem right.
He is.
How?
Because back in the day, his mom and dad hooked up and had a baby. Like, I don't know how else I can explain this to
I
you.
don't know. Maybe we didn't talk about age, but I just thought that he was way younger. Like your age, not my age. Your age.
So Brooke found out the other day that I was born before 911 was a frickin' thing all over the country.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. She looked so dumbfounded sitting there. She's like, "Are you serious?" Like, yeah. 911 wasn't a thing over by us when I was born.
Just crazy. I'm gonna ask my grandma about it. I see her.
I think I was like, I don't know, two or three when it was a thing. And the reason why we're talking about it is because we're talking about my sister calling 911 because she wanted to see if it was real, and it worked because she was watching. She messaged me today about it. It was Rescue 911, I believe was the show. And Brooke was just completely blown away. She was like, "Are you guys serious? Like, this? You guys are joking?" It's like, no, it wasn't a thing over by us. So we'll probably lose a little bit of signal, but I'm gonna get out of here as quick as I can without hitting a tree in a supposable blind spot.
Listen, if I wouldn't have said anything.
I'm not.
Anyways,
Okay.
Jeff says, born 1975 and graduated high school in 1993. I was 1 year old. I surely don't look my age. Oh, hold on, I got a kid. Hold on. Time out.
You awake, Carl?
Wait. God. Hold on a minute.
I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to find my next beer over here. There it is.
Soda.
Oh yeah, it's Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid in a can. Yep, that's what Kool-Aid in a can sounds like.
Okay, chat says, I surely don't look my age and I am happy about that every day. Yeah, definitely almost 1 year old. Holy crap.
Did Internet Veteran ever say where he is at?
Is he still on here?
I don't know.
Yeah, it says 3 on yours.
Oh, okay.
I need to look at the air here.
It also said that I had 100 subscribers last night, and I was really excited. Now it says I have 98.
It says 99 on mine.
Yeah, this is 99 on yours. So who knows what the truth is? But whoever you are that unsubscribed, I get it. We're not cool enough yet.
Not yet. We'll get there.
But we're working on it. And I'm not going to give up. I'm going to make it happen. I really wish I would have been able to get that position with Flair so I could have learned from him and applied it to my own channel. Basically do the same thing that Lojo and his cameraman had for that year. And then there was a route that moved us over. And then part ways after a year, and it kind of ruined it for everybody, which I hope it didn't. I hope it didn't ruin it for him, because he is such a cool dude. From everyone talks highly live stream with him explaining what happened, and, or not live stream, podcast, him explaining everything, and I was definitely blown. There it is. You're live. I'm not gonna spill my Kool-Aid. I would never. Well, you're sticking to soda. I'm sticking to Kool-Aid.
Oh my gosh. Gonna go down this one?
Yep, going down this one. Looks like somebody went hard going up this one. There's some
Oh, just sit down.
some dippers. Now, just to let you guys know, if you guys can see what I'm going down, there are like 3-foot dips going down. I know it doesn't show it on camera very well, but
Go there.
that just goes to show, like, even though this is the first suspension I've built on a JKU, like, I've built plenty of other ones, but that was the first one I built on a JKU, and man, it works.
Internet Veteran said you cut out after mentioning something about Flair.
Oh. So, Flair did a podcast with his friend Lojo, which is also a part of the Guggen Squad, and it's called Fishing After Dark. If you head over there, I think it was probably 6 weeks ago now, he did a podcast with them, and obviously Lojo has a separate channel, but he also has the podcast, and basically Flair explained what happened with the last cameraman. It absolutely blew my mind. I was kind of blown away that everything went down. That was 2 weeks ago?
Yep, number 35.
Number 35 is the podcast, and it was, it's crazy. It is crazy for what he did and for what they ended up doing. It's wild. You guys, go over and check it out if you want to know. And man,
Okay, wait. Internet veteran said, well, Jeff says losing ya, and then internet veteran said you went after you think about third cameraman. I never watched Flair and thought Chopper J knew Ric Flair, so give more detail to catch me if possible.
okay. Can you guys hear me good right now? Am I good?
Because I'm losing service.
Turn the heat on.
You know, my feet are cold. My toes are cold, but I'm fine everywhere else.
This is like the worst part. We gotta get heater core and stuff. But cruising slow like this, the heat works great. But once you get up to speed, there's like none.
It's only on one side.
Yeah. Yeah, Brooke has heat on her side, the passenger side, but I ain't got no heat over here. Did they say anything yet?
Slightly spotty, but mostly okay from Jeff.
Okay. So, I don't know how much you heard, Internet Veteran, but basically, Flair went on his friend's podcast, Fishing After Dark, and they talked about everything that happened with the last camera men that Flair had employed. Basically, what I was saying is, if you want to hear exactly what happened with that, you're gonna have to go over there and watch it. It's podcast 35, and listen to everything that happened directly from Flair, because I'm not gonna talk about it and misconstrued something and have something wrong and get backlash for that, because it didn't happen to me. It's not my situation to talk on. So it was insane to hear what he did and what they ended up doing. If I would have got the opportunity, I would have been so happy, because to learn from someone in that level of YouTube is, especially for me and my family, wanting to live our lives on YouTube and through other sources, obviously, it would be a dream come true to have something like that happen. And it was insane to hear what those guys ended up doing. It was honestly sad, because I have a feeling it kind of ruined anyone else's chances on getting that opportunity to learn from someone in that level of YouTube, and not just YouTube, but business in general. You know, he's a young kid. You know, I've got I think like 5 years on him, or 6 or more. Yeah, I've got like at least 5 or 6 years on him, and I'm nowhere near his level of knowledge when it comes to business practices and YouTube and stuff like that. Like, and I've owned my own company before, and I just started another one, which is this channel. I just made this an LLC, and I'm trying to do everything I possibly can and do things the right way. But man, I would give a lot of things to have the opportunity that he gave them. That's for sure. So if you guys want to check that out, that is on Fishing After Dark podcast. I believe it's number 35. You'll see it. It has a picture of Flair with Lojo and his old cameraman that he had before they split ways, because they made a deal and it worked out great. Oh yeah. Yeah, a little bumpy out here, huh? Internet Veteran, I don't know if you heard me before, but where are you at? Are you still down in Disney, or are you back in wherever you are from. I'm just asking because in February we're going to be down in Florida, and I know we spoke in a live stream in the chat about pig hunting, and we're going to be down in Florida in February removing some pigs.
He says, I split my time between northern New Jersey, New York, and Florida Keys. Was at Disney over Christmas with wife and kids.
Yep.
Who plans the Disney trips? I need some help. I would like to go before
Yeah.
my kids are old.
Because we actually made the boys, well, I made the boys a deal, which they don't know and they don't watch our channel. But this is the deal that I made the boys. Bentley, who's older, he has to read 100 legitimate books. I'm not talking about like comic books like Captain Underpants or nothing like that. It has to be legitimate books that are educational, or they have to be big chapter books. Like, what's his one that's a favorite? Dragon something?
Wings of Fire.
Wings of Fire. It's like, I don't know, probably 200-300 pages long.
Yeah.
And it's like an actual chapter book. And then Dawson, which is slightly younger, he has to read half, which is 50 books, and they have to read 100. Bentley has to read 100, and Dawson has to read 50 from January 1st until December 31st. If one of them does it, that one gets a prize. If they both do it, they get a grand prize. If one of them does it, that prize, I don't know what it is yet. I'll figure it out when I get there. But if they both do it, which I'm really banking on, I'm hoping they're gonna end up doing it. I know Bentley will.
Yeah.
Bentley loves to read. He'll probably hit $100 by the time it's July.
Yeah.
But if they both do it, then their grand prize is going to Disneyland, which they've never been. So that's kind of obviously why she's asking, because
Is it Disneyland or World?
Disneyland or World, I don't know.
The one in Florida,
I don't know the
The
difference.
one in Florida is where we want to go.
And you wanted to go to Busch Gardens.
No, I mean, I still want to go to Busch Gardens,
Yeah.
but that's not Disney.
I just want to go fishing and get pigs
Yeah, I know.
because I'm hungry. I like me some pork chops. I would say bacon, but they don't have enough fat on them to make bacon. Not wild pigs, anyway. You can make cracklings if you save all the skin.
I don't even know what that is. I don't like that.
Deep fried skin.
Those things, yeah.
It's basically pork rinds,
Oh,
pretty much,
yeah.
which you also eat.
Yeah, but when? I mean, I've seen them in the bag before. I know what you're talking about, but
What do you mean, man?
pork rinds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do you eat them?
Yeah, when I.
You eat them all the time. You eat onion rings and all kinds of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought some of the stuff that were in like potato chips, like if they're in the bag.
I would turn right, but unfortunately, if I turn right, I will legitimately, completely lose you guys, and I don't want to do that.
Okay, he says, don't go unless it's off season, or you can waste money. It's outrageously expensive and insanely packed. $15 for a balloon for the 3-year-old, and then it popped. Yeah, I wouldn't do the balloons. I know about the balloons.
Yeah.
I watch some of my favorite YouTubers go to Disney a lot, and I wouldn't buy the
Jessica?
balloons. Yeah.
Yeah, she watches a woman that lives out in California. Her channel's Jess Fam, and Disney sends her like, yeah, that's what her video says. Maybe I misconstrued it. I don't know,
Yeah.
because I don't watch her channel, but she goes like all the time. She takes her kids like every single year. But she also has like,
She has a season pass for the one in California.
yeah, but she also has like almost as many followers as Flair.
No, she has only 1.25.
Oh,
Million.
just 1.25 million, guys. It's fine. It's
He
like
has-
friggin'
It is 2.4.
broke as a joke, you know. Shit, I would give anything to literally just become monetized by May 9th, because you know what happens if we get monetized by my birthday on May 9th.
He turns to a little boy.
I'm gonna shave my beard that I've had for 6 years. You've literally never seen me without a beard.
Okay, I did that filter and it ain't it.
A filter on Snapchat or whatever.
Yeah, not it.
Yeah, so if we can get this channel monetized by May 9th, which obviously is going to take a lot, and it's going to be a lot on my part, and doing some banger videos and stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm going to try my best to do it, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, we're still going to keep going. But I don't know if I'm going to ever put up the, we got a car coming, I got to shut off all my lights.
Way dark. Oh, this is not dark.
No, you can definitely tell the difference on,
Oh, yeah.
on the phone, though.
Little mini car. Yeah, but all
Oh yeah, there's my brights, which you really can't tell. And then boom, Casey lights. And we're putting more on.
I'm so excited for those.
We're putting 2, 4, 6. We're putting 6 on. 4 that will face forward, and 2 that will face sideways for the scene lights.
Where you at the bar?
Well, the KC, I have a chase bar that's going on the back.
Oh yeah.
That's going on the back, on the just below, in between the roof rack and the. I don't know if I'll get that on before we head to California though, because that has like 7 different settings where it does all kinds of different things, like a light bar and flashing and blinkers and different colors, red and amber and clear and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if I'll get that wired up before we head out there or not, but it'd be nice if I could, because it would obviously help out there with all this silt and stuff.
Yeah, but if you don't, you can do it in California. In Florida with Jimmy.
In Florida, yeah. Because Jimmy, I could ask Jimmy for some help, and he could help me with some wiring layout to make sure I get it right. Which I'm sure I could do it myself, and I'm 100% confident I can do it myself since I used to build wiring harnesses. But it's obviously always good to have a second set of eyes and make sure you're doing things right so you don't set your Jeep on fire. I haven't done that yet, knock on wood, hopefully I won't ever do
Hey
that.
guys, don't forget to like the video. I should probably be on my own crap, huh?
You didn't even like our live stream?
Oh, I just did. I forgot.
I can't believe you.
Nobody else has either.
For
I
shame.
forgot. I was getting ready to just, you know.
Take a shot. Kool-Aid.
Me? That was me.
Yup.
Pay me.
You're ridiculous. Well, it is 10:17. That means
I'm very tired.
it's 9:17 out by Trapper J. I'm not sure if he's going live or not. The reason we went live is because we're an hour ahead of them. So if he was going live, I knew it probably wouldn't be until a little later. That's why we went live when we did. But I think I missed the entrance. I know there's another entrance to a trail over here. But this will probably be the last trail that we take. It'll probably take us, I don't know, 20 minutes to get through. If I can find the entrance.
Internet veteran said best thing you can do is get numbers solid and get a good sponsor and cover overhead. YouTube monetization is too inconsistent unless you have elite views.
For sure. I 100% agree. Even just watching my subscription numbers drives me insane, which a lot of people say, don't be concerned about the numbers. And it's true. I'm not. But, there it is. Whee! First gear. But, as I sit there and watch the numbers, I see it fluctuate like literally every single day from 95, 96, 97, 94, 98, 94. And it's like, are you kidding me? And that could be all in one day. But I never, like, it's weird for me because I never see anything change in my subscribers. Like, I rarely ever get a notification for a new subscriber. I rarely ever get a notification for, or not a notification, but like I can check like my subscribers and nothing changes on the people that subscribe. Like they're all still there. So I don't know if it's like just a fake page. It was snow coming in front of that light.
It scares me every time.
But I don't know if it's like a fake page that subscribed and then YouTube deletes it. I don't know, but we'll get there. And we also have other things that we're working on as well, which is the main reason why the Wrangler is up for sale, because we're using that money to put towards something else. And once we put it towards the other thing, don't worry, the only reason I'm stopping is because I gotta pee. Hey, it's the first time I've had to stop to pee. And I'm already, what?
3 hours in.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm already 5 in, and this is the first time I've had to pee, okay?
Wow.
Hey.
Oh. Well, can't hear him pee, so that's good.
Drew mushroom.
That's very,
I'm artistic as hell, babe, I tell you.
yeah.
If I could have held it for 8, I probably could have rode Jeep Fam Overland in the snow, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god. Is it snowing out there?
Yes, indeed.
It looks like it, but it's not on the thing.
It is indeed snowing out there. Oh, you can barely see it kind of right in front of the KC light. But yeah, it's snowing. Not as bad as the other night when we went live on Instagram.
Yeah.
It was beautiful that night. It was snowing so hard. Ah, it looked wicked on camera.
Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I've been up for a long time. 14 hours. Yeah.
Oh, well,
He's killing me. Freaking getting
I am, I'm 6 in now, and this is my last one that I brought.
Good.
I think.
Oh, it is. I hope those aren't going in his car seat.
I don't know. Nope, that's a Red Bull. Nope, got another one. Nope, that's his cup. Dang it.
That was good.
Nope, this is the last one. This way. Because
Let's fit it through this tiny.
it's not that bad. Snowmobile in here, though. Only one, though. It's pretty rare. Just out here bored driving around. Can't say much. That's what I'm doing. Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah.
You need to stop saying Kool-Aid. I call it soda.
It's whatever it is.
Thanks.
I'm just, I I hope I do good on the videos for our trip. I hope this trip, obviously, I'm putting a lot of faith in the trip, but ultimately I'm putting a lot of faith in myself to make things happen on this trip to get us some good subscribers, good numbers going, and to slowly start to climb, because I'm hoping people will start to tune in. And I think I'm actually going to be making videos that are going to be a little bit shorter. I don't think I should do longer videos, because a shorter video, even if they only watch half the, you know, if it's a 10-minute long video and they only watch 5 minutes of it, it's still a 50% watch rate, instead of, you know, having a 20-minute video and them only watching 5 minutes of it. Obviously that's better for the algorithm, or could be, or I don't know. I just hope the videos are good and people enjoy them at the end of the day. You know, whenever it happens, when we get monetized, it'll happen. But I think my most important thing is to make videos that people are going to enjoy, especially for GFam Overland. But our other channel, which is Over the Counter Outdoors, that is obviously basically exactly what it states. I try to do everything on public land and over the counter tags. Like, even when we go to New Mexico, everything's going to be over the counter, everything's going to be on public land, or BLM land, which is, you know, Bureau of Land Management. But anyone can hunt there, which is my main thing, because I hear people all the time, well, I don't know if I can get into hunting because it's so expensive and I don't have any land and all this. Well, hopefully it gets people out there and shows people, like, no, you can do this. There's public land. That's a big old tree that came down, eh? A couple of them came down.
Why you're not talking about that right now? Jeff says,
Okay.
don't overthink it. Everyone starts somewhere, and videos will get better over time.
Point.
Just keep pushing forward. Don't look at numbers and just do your thing.
For sure, because I've even noticed from the first videos that I put up compared to the videos that I'm doing now. Obviously, I had no clue what I was doing before, and I basically, compared to a lot of people, I probably still have no clue what I'm doing. But I know I've progressed in editing, and I've started really using the razor tool and cutting a lot of stuff out. The video that I'm actually going to post tomorrow is just our trip up from Indiana, which I've had edited for like the past couple days, but I haven't had time to actually sit at home, turn on the internet on my phone, and then upload the video, because it takes a few hours. But other than that, I've used the razor tool a lot on most of the video. And the Generate video, I didn't use the razor tool basically at all, because in that video, it's literally like the pauses that really show, at least in my eyes, it shows sincerity towards the crew at Generate, because for what they're doing for the off-road community is absolutely astonishing. Opening new trails, keeping old trails open, making some killer parts, which, I'm not gonna lie, I built my suspension myself, designed the whole thing, and it works. Clearly it works. It works very, very good, and I love it. But I could have did it 1,000 times easier and cheaper and just ordered their Elite kit and been done with it. And all the math would have been done for all the links and dimensions, and it would have been 1,000 times easier. But I wanted to try my hand at building my own suspension, and I did, and it worked great. But the next time we buy a Jeep, which we will be buying another one, I am literally going to be dropping it off at GenRight and saying, hey, put an LS in it, put all your stuff on it, make it happen. I'll be back to pick it up when you're done, and love you guys. You're awesome. And do a full send on it. I want at least 700 horse because I have a sickness to horsepower. So that's the story. What's coming?
Jeff says, all the big YouTubers were in the same place as you. I did a lot of research on it. Consistency is the biggest thing that will make or break your channel. Correct.
Oh, for sure. 110%. Because if you don't upload consistently, you just get lost. The algorithm just loses you. And if you don't have like an already established following like Flair has, because he's taking January and February off, from what he said, if you don't have an established following like he has, you're just going to be lost to the algorithm. And I'm sure he'll be lost to the algorithm for a little bit, but I can guarantee you he will start uploading like crazy and he'll jump right back. Now for us being, you know, a little weenie channel and barely having anybody, like, yeah, consistency is big for us. And I've been trying to set up another Jeep build series video, all of the like suspension links and stuff like that, but where should we go? Go left? No, we're gonna go right because that road is.
Jeff says, wish I had the cash to drop my Jeep off at GenRight. Not sure if Elite will ever.
Got a camper over there. You're just camping away. Yeah. That's kind of one of the reasons why we have the Wrangler that we're in right now up for sale, because what we want to do with it is to invest it in our other projects that we're trying to do, and once we get the income back from that is when we'll buy another Jeep and we'll take it to GenRight. But I'm going to do it way different. Like, obviously, I bought this Jeep a few years ago and I slowly built it, but I bought this Jeep from a dealership. But when I buy one to have GenRight do stuff, I'm probably going to find a wrecked one if I possibly can, because one, it's going to be cheaper, and two, I already know I'm ripping everything off of it and basically throwing the frame away. So there's no point in me buying a running and driving one when I'm going to replace just about everything underneath of it and the entire drivetrain. All I really need is the body. Oh, it shows 4 for me.
Jeff says all you need is body and good to go.
Yeah. Because I'm going to have their frame that they built, their suspension, LS, automatic transmission, Atlas transfer case, aluminum center console, aluminum dash, full cage. We're obviously going to do their aluminum fenders just like I have on here, and we're going to make it to the point where it's actually a legitimate fun toy instead of what we use this for, which is, you know, we use this for everything. This is our daily driver. This is our camping rig, our toy, obviously, because we take this thing everywhere. But my main thing is I have a very real desire and drive to make things happen, not just on YouTube, but in the other aspects that we're working on as well. And, you know, Brooke can attest to this. I spend hours and hours researching every aspect of everything that I'm interested in, and I kind of go a little bit too far sometimes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Especially with the Jeep, because my original plan was, oh, I'm gonna put, you know, 1 tons under it because I'll save money, and then I went way overboard on what I was doing. Like, I could have bought a front and rear axle from Curry, the same axles that Genrite uses, for literally the amount of money that I have into my front axle alone. So, yeah, I kind of went overboard, and I kind of threw out the whole aspect of, like, yeah, I'm going to spend money here and save money there. I kind of just threw that out the window and was like, oh, but I can get this and I won't have to worry about it. Or I can get that and it might last. Well, let's spend $3,500 on axle shafts for the front end. But in the long run, I know more than likely I will never break my front axle shafts. I will more than likely break the ring and pinion before I break my front axle shafts. That's pretty much RCV's guarantee, so those are my weak points are my lockouts, and I wanted to keep it that way. Now I have Warren lockouts, which I think these are right now, I think they're on sale from a couple sites. They're like $460 for a set. But your lockouts are weak point. So if those break, I'm happy to replace the lockout. If my axle shaft breaks, probably not going to be happy to replace $3,500 of axle shafts. Even if my ring and pinion breaks, it's not that bad. It's almost the same amount as the lockouts. But the problem with the ring and pinion is there's a lot more work that goes into replacing a ring and pinion than it does to replace a set of lockouts. I know. I'm gonna stop up here and hop out. What? I don't want to drive four-wheel drive though. You just don't want me to send her. You're rude. Rude. If Carl was awake, he would totally want me to send it. Do the Jeep with Genrite, definitely going to be an automatic. Don't get me wrong, I love my manual, but in traffic, holy cow, it gets so annoying.
Christmas.
Yeah, the Christmas.
Right.
Oh man,
What was that? Christmas lights?
the Christmas in the country or something in Indiana. Whew, that was rough.
Have you put that video yet?
No, I have not. I have not even edited that video yet.
Well, we're having Christmas tomorrow. Maybe are you gonna make a video for that?
I don't know.
Our last Christmas is tomorrow.
Yeah, we're doing our very last Christmas finally tomorrow,
Which is Corey's mom.
because we weren't up in Michigan, so we have one more Christmas to go, and that'll be tomorrow. And I made
The best.
I made pulled pork today for tomorrow.
You don't even need barbecue sauce to go on it. It's so good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was probably the best one I've made so
Yeah,
far.
your mom is very
For
good.
like,
Jeff says,
without a doubt,
yep,
it's like the best.
I should hopefully be good for a while with the way I built mine. I do need better shocks and springs soon though, but if we're love an Atlas, but Ruby TC is cheaper.
Yeah, Rubicon case is a lot cheaper. Problem is, good luck finding them. You know, and that goes with everything. Good luck finding anything right now. But, you know, with that being said, you could probably find an Atlas quicker than you can find Rubicon transfer case. But then you also have to weigh the pros and cons. You know, the con being, you know, the Atlas transfer.
That is so great. Oh my gosh, please don't do that. Yeah, full drive. Yep. Hey, okay. Can you hear us now? Wow.
What?
I'm glad full drive it.
It'd been so much better if I was in two-wheel drive. Could have just sent her.
You can even see it on the freaking thing too. You're going.
Go back and forth.
I lost you after you read Jeff's comment. Okay, well.
Pretty good for a Jeep on 40s, though. Not gonna
Okay.
lie.
Anyways, Internet Veteran wants to know: did you grow up in Michigan?
Yeah, actually, where we are staying at the farm is actually my grandmother's farm, and my grandfather's farm, and I actually grew up there my entire life. So literally, we are staying at the house I grew up in, and I have lived here not all my life, but when we, no, I can't say we because I didn't even know you at the time, but
Yeah.
when I graduated from high school, I moved to Blairsville, Pennsylvania, and went to college there for street rod and chassis fabrication and custom upholstery. There was a couple other things I can't remember right now. And then I graduated. I had a job promised to me when I got home at a local shop. Collision and refinishing, like paint and bodywork type stuff. And I had a job promised to me at a local body shop when I got home after college. And I got here and it was non-existent. So I sat around trying to find another job. And then my brother, he actually, which he's not biologically my brother, but I've known him literally my entire life. We went to preschool together. His grandmother was our preschool teacher, or our Head Start teacher. And basically, he was down in Lima, Ohio at UNOH down there, which is University of Northwestern Ohio. And he's like, dude, just come back to college, you know, add to your stuff and come down here and do all this. And I said, okay, you know, I'll look into it. And I ended up going down there. I lived in Lima, Ohio for 7 years. I had 2 kids with the girl I was dating down there. I dated her for 6.5 years. We have 2 amazing kids. And then after that, I lived in Florida. I lived back in Ohio. I lived back in Michigan. Started a business, and I went back to Florida. And then I met this crazy woman and went up to Indiana. And then I was in Indiana for about a month. And then she ended up moving down to Florida, which is where I was at the time. And I was working as a heavy equipment operator. And then I left that job to work for a garage door company because the benefits and pay were better. and the hours were better. And then when my grandmother passed away, we ended up moving up here to help my family out with bills and such. And then, as you guys can see, we are pulling up to the farm right now. And spin it. I'm not gonna spin that. Jeez. See, she's mean, guys.
So mean.
She is.
More like I protect our belongings
She.
from craziness.
I'm just trying to stun it, okay? There's our little Liberty. Our little banger Liberty. That has 3 flat tires right now. I should probably turn all my lights off. Whoa. I turned all of them off. But, then we moved up here, and I don't know where the trailer is.
Right there.
What?
It's right there.
Oh, I can't see it in my mirror yet.
Just stop.
There it is. But after we moved here, we were here for a couple of years.
Wait, before you get out, Internet Veteran wants to know what type of farm.
We used to have oh geez.
Cows.
Yes, they're dairy cows. It was a dairy farm. Holsteins. We used to have Holsteins, and we used to
Don't get out yet. We got to talk about our situations before we go inside.
oh, okay. But we used to have Holsteins. We were a dairy farm, and then we ended up selling all of our cows and basically getting ran out by pretty much government. It was pretty much didn't make enough money to keep it sustainable where we are. And obviously a lot of farms had that happen as well. And it turned into basically nothing. Like, it'll always be a farm to me because, I grew up with, the farm, and I'm trying to find a flashlight over here. Are you gonna...
You have to carry him in, so you're gonna have to say goodbye.
Well, I was looking for my light so I could
I don't know.
flip the old camera around.
I don't know.
Yeah, so there I am. Hey. So, basically, we...
Shut your door. You
So-
can't have it
So, basically, we sold everything, and we got rid of all of our cows, and that was pretty much it. It was great growing up that way. I wish every kid in the U.S. could grow up on a farm or grow up with access to a farm, because it just teaches you so much just daily life stuff. And it's just good. I think it's good for kids to grow up on a farm, because obviously on a farm they get to learn the whole circle of life, basically from start to finish. And
Maybe they would learn when 911 was invented.
yeah, they learned when 911 was invented, and they would they would know when it was a thing. And I even made this comment last night when we were talking about it. I said, you got to think the videos like The Little Rascals, when they say, "What's the number to 911?" And it's like, oh, that video happened after I was born. So, but yeah, it was
Crazy.
It's always been in my life. Even after we sold all of our stuff, my uncles and stuff, they had farms and stuff that we always went over. And the worst time of the year was when we were baling hay and we had to put hay up in the mow and stuff. It was horrible. we would do, I think the most wagon loads we did in one day was, it was around 30. I think it was like 27 wagons, and each wagon had like 300 bales on it. And they weren't the small bales either. They were square bales, but they were 125-pound bales. So they weren't tiny bales, but
Internet veteran said LL 911.
yeah.
I just learned that. Like
Yeah,
yesterday.
she just learned that 911 wasn't a thing like all the time because my mom was talking about it. What were we talking about yesterday? We were talking about our trips that we used to take to Detroit when we would go to the Detroit Pistons game. Every single year we would go to one, and my aunt and uncle, they were teachers in Detroit at a Detroit school, and it was like a, I don't know, like a higher end school. It was still a public school, but it was like, ooh. But we would go down there every single year, and we would go to a Detroit Pistons game. And my mom mentioned that my sister decided that she was going to call 911 because she was watching Rescue 911, I think it was, and she wanted to see if it worked. And it was when 911 became a thing over by us, and it worked. They responded twice. They responded very, very quick. But I think I was only like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years old. So I don't.
She said that you were still. She was trying to put you down for a nap, and you were.
I can't nap when I'm 2 and 3 years old.
Bottle. No.
Hey,
she said a baby. You were
maybe
a baby.
maybe the bottle had some rum in it. Who knows?
No.
Hey, you never know. Oh, there's Iowa Trapper that messaged me. He said, "Good job, bud. Thanks, dude." Thanks, Iowa Trapper, for joining us in the chat today and watching a little bit of the live. I appreciate it. So, with that being said, guys, I think we're going to get off here. We're going to head inside. So, I appreciate you guys joining us in the chat and watching our live. May not be as interesting as Iowa Trapper and his anus oil or Trapper J doing his desk pops in his shop, but we'll get there, especially for our first live. So I appreciate Internet Veteran and Jeff being in here and sticking with us and watching our live stream as we drove through the trails and had you guys join us for talking. That's the state police that's going on the road right now. He didn't flash no lights. Doesn't matter. We're in the driveway.
Internet Veteran said, "Good night, brother. Fun times."
Take it out of 4-wheel drive and unlock my hubs. So yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate it. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna head inside. So we'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you guys watch some of the videos because we're coming up pretty soon. We leave on the 21st of January to head out, and we're gonna stop and see Iowa Trapper. We're going to stop and see Trapper J, and then we're on our way to California for KOH, which I am so excited for.
Okay.
So we're going to head inside. You guys have a good night. How do you end this thing?
X.
Or she wants to. Yes.
Bye.